What is up, guys? How are you doing? I have no idea when this video is gonna come out. I don't know if it's gonna come out on Saturday or Monday, but making a video, obviously a review video of Beyond, and I will also talk about other things that are happening and what's going to be happening next. But right now, but do a little bit of about review about Beyond Two Souls, from what I can remember. um, so my perspective of the game was it's pretty. I liked it. I liked the storyline. I thought it was pretty awesome. I thought the some of the things on there probably wasn't really necessary. Well, at least I didn't think they were necessary. But because the way the timeline goes, where it's like one moment you're like a child, the next moment you're an adult. Like it starts off where you're, I guess, maybe like maybe in your late 20s or something like that, and you're in the sheriff's office of some local sheriff office of some small town, I'm imagining. And it starts off like that, and then there's a scene and everything is like all over the place. It looks like a catastrophe, like you just went haywire. And then after a while you find out that the character has like an entity with her, a ghost with her, and everything. And it's basically been with her all her life. And it's like she hates. Its name is Aiden, like Jodie, and the character's name is Jodie. So Jodie really hates Aiden sometimes, and sometimes he loves her. But Aiden is like always protective of of Jodie, like all the time. It's kind of like her guardian angel. Um, and everyone thinks Jodie is special, but I'm thinking, well, if it wasn't for Aiden, Jodie wouldn't be shit. To be honest with you, because Aiden did most of the work most of the time. Aiden was the one that's doing all the other stuff. Like if Aiden, well, I'll get to that in a minute. But like if it wasn't for Aiden, Jodie wouldn't be nothing. Um, I Aiden is my favorite character, and obviously in the game because he did the most, and he was just, especially towards the end, he became my favorite character. But the girl went through a lot of stuff because she had this entity, so they think that, oh, she has these magical powers, or she has like this connection to to the other side or whatever. It's like death or something like that. So they basically use this girl. Like they had the government use her. They had the guy Nathan Dawkins, who basically became like her dad after like her parents had had told her, hey, you need to stay at this hospital and stuff like that. Wherever her real parents, like her mom was sedated, because I guess her mom had special powers where she can, I guess, telekinesis or something, so she can move things around or something like that. And then the dad also had these powers too. I didn't, it's like one of those games where you have to choose the path and stuff like that. Well, I had played it again, and I actually asked about the father, and turns out the father actually dies, which I honestly thought when I it's where the part where that one video where it says old friends slash Nora. I actually thought that Aiden was her dad because he died, so maybe it might have been protecting her. But I mean, I didn't say it out loud because I never played that part. But when I had played it again, I'm like, oh, maybe Aiden's the dad because maybe the dad's protecting the daughter. I mean, it would make sense, right? But yeah, then there's also some other things. Like some of the stuff was like really, really like long, like the Navajo, and the homeless, and like I guess the homeless was so that she can like use her powers or items for good, because basically at that time, and I know I'm going all over the place. You're like, sorry, what the fuck you talking about? I'm trying to keep in order here, but if you watch the videos, you know what I'm talking about. But like, because for the most part, she did everything that these people, the government, told her to do. Nathan, the doctor, besides her father, I guess told her to do. You know, she believed all these people because she had no one else to trust, right? She was a little girl. She basically from like maybe like 8 to like 18 that she's been around the government and everything else. This is the people that she trusts and that she knows. So when she felt betrayed by these people, by the, I guess she was working for the CIA, she felt betrayed by them. She was on the run, and she went to go live with these people. She was homeless. She went to live with these people, and she decided like, oh, I can use my um, items for good instead of like, oh, killing people or whatever. You know, and then there were times like times where like she, like I said, she didn't really like Aiden around because Aiden was like in the way. Like when she was trying to have a relationship with Ryan in that one video that I did, Aiden was all up in her face, all up in like just messing things up. Like Aiden was very protective of her, which is another reason why I thought it would be a father because you know, most fathers are very protective of their daughters. I know my dad was very protective of me, so there was that. I think one of my favorite scenes. Let me think. I gotta think about that one. I mean, the last thing was really good. Um, but yeah, there's so much stuff that happened. When I actually played it again, and I played it on. When I actually played some of it again, it was to see what kind of outcome it would be. It's like some of them it would be the same outcome as before, but let's just fast forward to like the end because I just want to get to that part. The end part was incredible because you find out that she had to do she's trying to get out of the CIA. She's trying to get her own life together, and she's just trying to live a normal life as possible because she's been, like I said, under like government rule or whatever, under the law or whatever. So she wants a normal life. She had to do one more job. She does the job, and after she does the job, she like you know there was this one part where back couple of videos where she was a little girl where how like she can like do the voices of the dead, I guess, and you know how like she talks to Dawkins with the daughter and his wife who had died in a car accident. Well, there's this toward the end, Dawkins pretty much had after like maybe like I don't know, could have been like 15 years or something. I think it was like 15 or 16 years. He made like he basically had their souls or something in like a container thing where they couldn't go to the other side, like couldn't go to like hell or heaven, whatever that is they have to go to. I don't know, the beyond. Okay, so they couldn't go, and Dawkins was asking her, "Oh, can you talk to him for me and stuff like that?" And then the mom and the wife and the daughter were like, "Dude, let us go," and stuff like that. And she was like, I mean, Dawkins pretty much at that end of the last second to the last episode, he pretty much lost it. He missed his family, which is understandable, but he lost it. He wanted them to like be able to talk to them. He wanted to have like the real world, the world of like living people and the world of dead people being like one world, so they can talk to each other, something like that. It's just real crazy. But anyway, so they have to go, and he goes and lets out all these entities out. So Cole, Ryan, and Jody have to go, and Aiden have to go and pretty much close another condenser. Cause I think she had to close three condensers because there's like one when she was like a teenager, and there was another one when she did get her CIA, and then this one right now. So anyway, it's called The Black Sun, and she goes in there, and there's like a bunch of shit. You can go watch the video, but she finally gets to the Black Sun, and she finds out that her mom had twins, and guess what? Aiden is her twin brother. I was like, whoosh, mind shocked, mind blown, because I would not have expected that. That right there was like I am so glad at the time, because sometimes I had to record these things again and I had to act surprised and everything else. I don't think I could have had the same reaction that I had when I found out that um, Aiden was her brother, because I would have thought Aiden was her dad, but I didn't think it was her brother. I was like, psh, like I was like, whoa, okay, okay, cool. like I had like no words at all. It was just a mind shock, and I'm like, whoa, okay, like that was, I wasn't expecting that. And so she basically, you don't get to see Aiden's face. You'll see like his shoulder and the side of his face, or like the chin part or something like that in the back, but you don't get to see what he looks like, unfortunately. And she talks to Aiden, and then at the end she has to make a decision, and the decision is either choose life or choose the beyond, which is obviously death. And um, I choose life. Where you see I choose life. Um, and when I choose life, she basically lives like in like, a nice little cabin by like a river or something. But she's like miserable. She loses Aiden at the process. So basically, it's like telling her about the things that she writes things that she can remember, because she's like slowly losing like her memory of everything that she's been through, if she's done. And like I don't know if like if it's like something that she wants to lose, or whatever. I don't have no idea, but anyways, and then you have to choose like what is she wants to do afterwards. So you have an option of her being alone, her going with Zoe, which found out Zoe was the daughter of the girl, Tuesday's daughter, which I will explain that later. Jay and or stay with or be with Ryan. So I choose be with Ryan, because I was like, okay, Ryan like pretty much rescued her, because there was a part where the I guess the general like pretty much kidnapped her and sedated her and said, hey, we can't let you go, but we can't kill you, so we're just gonna sedate you like that, her mom. But then like Aiden pretty much got like Ryan and Cole, and then Ryan and Cole rescued her, and then they went to the Black Sun. But anyway, so basically you see her and she's all like with Ryan, and they're together, and they're like on the beach, and they're in the boat, and they're happily ever after, and then blah 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 blah. And then there's another scene towards the end, and where there's like a kind of like an apocalypse scene, I guess you want to call it, like the end of the world. And you see her, and you see another girl, and you're probably wondering who the other girl is. I found out the other girl that's next to her is Zoe, and she pretty much is training Zoe for what's gonna happen next in the world. That's gonna happen with the entities, because it's not over. And it's like, well, how do I know this, or how I don't know how I can explain this, but I played it again. So basically, I played it again at that one part where you go to the Black Sun and you have to pick, and I picked Beyond, right? And so you die. So obviously you die, and then once you die, they basically you become Aiden. In other words, you're just becoming an entity, a lost soul, I guess, because you don't go to the other side, but you go visit Cole and you go visit Ryan, and then you become an entity to Zoe. So basically, and then you become into Zoe, then you'll hear Zoe speak. Zoe's like, oh, I hear this voices in my head, but I don't think it's just the voice in my head. She tells me things and everything else, and there's like the same scene where, while she's getting older, she's getting older and everything else. So I think she might be like a teenager or something like that in this scene. And but instead of being with Jody, she's by herself, and she's like, that part where it looks like the world's coming to an end, the same part where Jody's in, but she's not there. But Jody is pretty much telling her like what she needs to be prepared for. She needs to train her. It's the same thing when Jody's alive. She basically trains Zoe. Zoe becomes like the chosen one or something like that. I have no idea, but I don't know if there's a sequel to that or not. Probably not. I heard they wasn't going to be, but yeah. And then I'm not sure about what happened with Jay because I never choose that one. But anyway, it was an incredible story, and I know I went all over the place, probably like confused as hell. But if you watch the videos, then you know what I'm talking about. You will understand what I'm saying. But now let's talk about something else. What's coming up next? So, as I had said earlier in my other videos, I have a collab coming up, and I have a friend that's gonna do A Way Out with me. A Way Out is basically it's a 2-player game, and it's about 2 people basically breaking out of jail. That's the gist of it anyway. And I saw some previews of it, and I thought it was pretty cool. And I was like, oh, I can get someone to do it with me. It'll be even greater. I'm pretty sure you could play by yourself, and then the other person can play the computer. But I was like, I would think it'd be more better to have someone to play with, do a little banter and stuff like that. So I have a friend that's gonna do it with me, so I'm really excited about that. That will probably come in like 2 weeks, probably in a couple weeks. I'm gonna say like maybe the end of this month or the beginning of February. And also, I have another collab coming up. I don't know if I'm gonna do this second collab only because the game that we're playing is so. It's not hard. Well, it's gonna be hard now because it'll be like the 3rd time we've done it, and I don't know if y'all heard of Borderlands 2, but like that was storyline of Borderlands 2, but it's so grindy. It is so dang on grindy. But yeah. So I don't know if I'm going to do that one. I already told I'm going to be doing it with with my boyfriend. And I told him that we might do that, we might not do it. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. But I'm really looking forward to A Way Out. I've been wanting to play that for a long time. And also my first collab too, so that's exciting. Yay! Anyways, I know I went on and I rambled and I went over here and over there, and I'm just but I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I appreciate you guys watching all my videos. Also, I have another video coming up where it's a little bit more serious. I'm talking about the issues of what's going on here in America. I don't know if it will be stay on YouTube, because I might say things that YouTube are not like, and I don't know. I don't think I'm big enough for them to even notice me, but still, even though if they do notice me, I will put that video also on my Rumble account, because I do have a Rumble account. It's called Toya Really Ain't Nice. It's like Toya _really _ain't _nice on Rumble. I have no videos on there right now, but I'm gonna put that one up there just in case they might take that one down. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or evening or whatever, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.